Hey everyone, welcome back to 5-Day Crypto. My name is Chase. Today we're going to look at Ethereum. We're going to look at Ethereum versus the US dollar, and we're going to look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Why? Well, historically, December has been a pretty decent time to be accumulating Ethereum, both against US dollar and against Bitcoin. We're going to look at the charts today, look at the facts, and show you why. And why are we doing this now? Well, December's mere hours away. So if you like the video today, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Twitter, Telegram. We have a free Telegram link down below. It's free, 100% free. So click that. And if you want the paid one, which you get more daily videos, more information, more tips and tricks for navigating the market, that's on Patreon, and you get the free, the included Telegram premium access to there. So follow us on both of those. If you want the free one, try that out and see what we do. If I'm not making videos on YouTube, sometimes I'll post some things in there. So that's free. Okay, let's get going. All right, so Ethereum on the monthly chart. We're going to start out with the ETHUSD on a monthly scale. And these hash lines here are every December going back. And each candle is 1 month. So going back to 2016, December of 2016, would it have been great to be buying Ethereum with your dollars in 2016? Well, Ethereum was at the good old $8 mark. I would think big yes. Anyone saying no to that doesn't have a brain. Okay, so how about the next year, December 2017? Was it good to buy there? Well, maybe, right? Even though that was kind of the end of the bull run, you still would have almost doubled your money, right? It closed December at 750 roughly, and then we ended up peaking all the way up over 1500 on Coinbase at least, right? So a lot of different exchanges were a little bit different back in that day, but on Coinbase we wicked up. The high right there was 1419. So 1420, you almost doubled your money still buying in December. How about the next year? Well, December 2018, kind of our bear market, kind of middle of the bear market here, right? Still though, Ethereum was still a good buy there even. Look at going into Q1. Look at this. Even though we went down in January, there's February's March. You still would have ended up being a pretty good investment in December. How about the next year? December of 2019. Ethereum was still around the $100 mark. Yeah, just less than 2 years ago, Ethereum was at $100. Okay, so this is still another great investment, right? December going into Q1, even though the pandemic drop, you might be wondering, well, what the hell was that? This is the March 2020 drop where all of COVID just wiped out pretty much everything. Pretty crazy. I'm sure you remember. But still, buying at $100 Ethereum, a black swan event you can't really include. I think if this didn't happen, as I've said time and time again, I think we would have just ended up going up from here and not had a pullback. But still, buying at $100 Ethereum would have worked out quite well for you going into the next year, right? Okay, going back to last year, December of 2020, Ethereum was way higher, right? So all the way up to, we closed at over 700. Would you take Ethereum for 700 right now? Okay, so historically, the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, buying Ethereum in December has worked out pretty well for you, right? Where are we now? We're approaching December. Are we going to go up? I don't know. Are we going to go down? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what we're going to do. But historically, 100% of the time, buying Ethereum in December has worked out very well for you going into the following year. Ethereum performs very well going into Q1 the next year. Whether or not, Ethereum is 4,000 or 5,000 come December and 20 days, 30 days, whatever, it will likely be more in Q1 of 2022 at some point. January, February, March, we don't know. I think Ethereum is going to maybe start showing some true strength here in the not so distant future, again, both against USD and against Bitcoin, and we're going to look at that right now. So let's go over to the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Same chart, monthly scale, same dotted lines, right? Look how well this has worked out for you. Converting your Bitcoin over to Ethereum here, right? This is the ETH against Bitcoin. It has nothing to do with against US dollar value. This is how well Ethereum performs against Bitcoin. And December, right? There's all these lines. Look at December and look what happens in Q1 of the following year. an explosive rally against Bitcoin, an explosive rally against Bitcoin. Here's even the bear market, and it still tried to, although, when Bitcoin enters a bear market, it's usually going to be the least volatile. And this is why, Ethereum, even though I don't consider it Ethereum an altcoin, it's by definition an altcoin, right? An altcoin is anything not Bitcoin. So even though I do think Ethereum is kind of a standalone project and not an altcoin in any way, shape, or form. But going on, right? 2018, middle of the bear market. Again, this is why it bleed against it, but still you got some decent value. But unless you think we're going into a bear market in the next handful of months, which I know there's a lot of people that do, I'm not in that boat. And why? Well, does this chart right here look any way, shape, or form like this chart right here? The answer should be a glaring no. This looks super bullish setup. This looks not such super bullish setup, right? So, okay, now go to the next year, December 2019, big rally going into Q1 against Bitcoin. Last year, right? Ethereum bled against Bitcoin. Now, this does not mean that Ethereum is losing value right here in US dollars, right? It simply means Bitcoin is doing better than Ethereum. That's all. So, if Bitcoin's going up 20% in a week, Ethereum could be going up 15% in a week, right? They could both be gaining. It's just Bitcoin is outperforming it. And then what happens? Ethereum flips the script in Q1 pretty much every year, right? Minus the bear markets a little bit. Anytime we're in anywhere remotely near a bull market, which I think obviously we're in, Ethereum does extremely well against Bitcoin going into Q1. Based on the facts and the charts, right? Not my opinion, although I do think, in my opinion, that Ethereum will continue this based on not only the history, based on this setup alone. If I didn't even know anything other than going back to this year, right? Black all this out. Looking at this setup, this is a prime example on a monthly scale of another explosive move brewing for Ethereum Bitcoin. Why? Here's the tier up, the jump up, the big step, the consolidation since summer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months basically straight across. Look at the wick here. The wick is where you're going to get your explosive move. You can go back, any chartist that knows anything about charts or big bullish setups is going to look at right there. And when we break that, it will be significant. More likely than not, when Ethereum breaks this and closes above it, which I don't know if we're going to get there in the next 9 hours, because that's when the monthly candle closes. But how about December? Hello. December, looking to break one of the most bullish setups I've ever seen out of any coin, let alone the king of the crypto, Ethereum, and the king and prince, I guess. Maybe the prince dethrones the king. It's not so distant future. We don't know. But I do think Ethereum seems to be decoupling from the whole Bitcoin thing. So maybe Bitcoin goes up 20%, say, in December, and maybe Ethereum goes up like 19%. Maybe Ethereum tries to hang on and maybe even outperforms it for one of the first times ever, right? Maybe that's what we're going towards. Usually Ethereum kind of bleeds a little bit going in, right, against Bitcoin. And it hasn't done that remotely this time, right? In fact, it's gaining ground. So maybe Ethereum's trying to, take the throne, so to speak, and maybe in actual facts. Okay, so what else do we got? Anything else? So hopefully your eyes are getting awoken a little bit here on what could be coming for Ethereum. So I have a lot of majority of my portfolio right now is still in Bitcoin, but I'm anticipating moving that Bitcoin over to Ethereum in the 30 to 40 days or so, right? I'm waiting for Bitcoin to kind of make its final move. If it doesn't, and say Ethereum or Bitcoin goes up 10-20%, Ethereum might go up 10 or 20%. That's fine, because I think Ethereum will have its run against Bitcoin after Bitcoin has its move up. I do still think Bitcoin's going to 100K plus, but I will dollar cost average out of my Bitcoin position over to Ethereum using the ETH BTC trading pair. So I do all that. I keep all that up to date in my premium Telegram. So if you want help with that, when to buy and sell, when I'm buying and selling, that's what that's for. If you want just some more videos, that's what the free Telegram is for. So follow one of those. Just don't sit on your hands. I'm giving out free info here. So let's go look at see if we got anything else. Ethereum USD on the monthly scale, still same chart. This is our momentum. Look at this. This is very interesting. Going back to 2018, 2017. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the data for this because why? Well, it takes time to get these. This is the stochastic RSI. If you don't know, this is the momentum of the move, right? So look at, this is pretty impressive here. Okay, so you can imagine that we got a cross up here, right, in December 2017, and we had some momentum going in, and that's why kind of we ended and went into the bear market. Look, we lost our momentum, right? The prices came down, momentum's gone, right? Bear market, no momentum at all, right? So not hard to do anything there. 2019, where Ethereum was still at $100, right? And Ethereum went to 700 by the next year, right here, 700. This is that move. Look at the momentum. Look at the cross up going into Q1. Look at the cross up going into Q1. We already had a bunch of momentum. Last year, we had a very good December, right? Very good November even. We're had a bunch of momentum. Here's why. Look at where we are now. You might say, well, the momentum's down a little bit. This is one of the highest the Ethereum Bitcoin momentum has ever been. Besides last year, how was last year? Last year was very good. What happens if this crosses up here? It looks like it's trying to do that. We will get this updated in tonight. At the close of tonight, this will update. If this is crossed up, get ready. The move is coming again. Once this crosses up again, going into Q1, you could easily see this happening, right? We get a cross, this update today, the momentum going in, look at the dates, February, March, aka Q1 2022, momentum increasing. Now, it doesn't have to be up here, right, for us to just be obliterating melting faces. All we need is a little bit of an upwards movement. And this, even though it's going down, is still a bunch of momentum. Look, we're still in the 60s. Look at where we've been before. And Ethereum's done very well going into Q1, right? We already have momentum. It's the second highest it's ever been, barring that, last year. If we get a cross up, which will update tonight, check it, the monthly Ethereum scale for the stochastic RSI. If this crosses, get ready. It's going to happen again. We will see what this does. This only updates on the monthly scale. So I would be very interested to see what happens tonight. On the weekly scale, what do we got here? Well, weekly scale, we're still going down, but what I want to make is a higher low. This will update on Sunday. So we still have a little bit more to update here, but I would anticipate if that monthly closes and looks like a little bounce, I would say, come Sunday, maybe we get another bounce out of here and we have a kind of a low here, higher low, right? Low, higher low, higher low. Great momentum back up going into, you guessed it, Q1 2022. Amazing. How about Ethereum Bitcoin on the momentum? The weekly, hello, momentum increasing rapidly. We're almost up into super momentum up in here. That's what I call it, super momentum, peaks, super momentum. Okay, how about monthly? Let's clear all the Crayolas off. Look at the monthly scale on Ethereum Bitcoin. Amazing. Where were we? 2020, December 2020, right? We're way down here. January 2019, down here. 2020, I gotta find it on the fly. We're way down here. So on Ethereum Bitcoin, we're basically the highest we've ever been on momentum. Can you see this? This is going into Q4. We've never been this strong in December, going into December, ever. Ethereum has more momentum against Bitcoin than it's ever had. Bitcoin should be scared. Ethereum's coming at you with a knife. And he's got two guards in the... I don't know. I just played out like a serial killer thing against Bitcoin. That got rough. All right, hopefully that helps somebody today. All right, so to sum up, Ethereum should do very well over the next couple months, if you haven't caught my drift there yet. So yeah, I still hold a lot of Bitcoin, but it's going to be a lot of Ethereum over the next you know, several weeks to maybe a month or so. So I'll keep you updated on that. Follow us, free Telegram, free Twitter. If you want the paid Telegram, you join the Patreon, you get all that. I have a bunch of videos in the Patreon as well. Some stuff to help you with your mind, my books that I read that help me get to where I am to do this full time, all that good stuff. That is what that's for. I'm here to help you as much as I can. Thanks so much for watching. Thumbs up. I'll see you on the next one.